Welcome Primary 4, with you is Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and today we are going to start lesson number 3 and concept number 2, which is sensing the environment. So are you ready to start? Let's go! What's happened when you try to touch a cactus plant with your fingers? It's quickly withdrawn or moves away. Withdrawn means moves. Okay, and how many times? In less than 1 second. Why? Because when the spines of in a less than 1 second. Oh my god, what is this animal which is jumping in less than 1 second? Today we are going to talk about it, which is called jumping jerboa. Repeat after me. Jumping jerboa. Jumping jerboa. The Egyptian jerboa is a species or a type of desert rodent. What is the meaning of desert rodent? What is the meaning of rodent? Look into this picture. Any animal can eat in this way. It's called rodent, like the mouse. The mouse is rodent because it's eating in this way. So the jumping jerboa is desert rodent. Desert rodent means it's rodent and living in the desert. So the jumping jerboa is desert rodent. Okay, look into the picture. What can you see? Number 1, what about the ears? The ears, it has a large ears. Jumping jerboa has a large ears. What about the eyes? It's a small eyes, and it has a long hind legs. This is the long hind legs. So again, large ears, small eyes, and long hind legs. Large ears, small eyes, and long hind legs. Let's see it again. Yes, it has a very large ears, small eyes, and a long hind legs. What about the adaptation of jerboa? Number 1, we said that jerboa, it can jump for a very long distance when it feels danger. Okay, look into the picture. What does the jerboa have to jump for a long distance? Super, it has a long hind legs. So it has a long hind legs to help the jerboa jump for a long distance. So it has a long hind legs to jump for a long distance. Super. Number 2, it has a hair on its feet and on the toes. On the feet and toes. Why it has hair on feet and on toes? To catch the sand when it's jumping. To catch sand when it is jumping. So the jerboa has a hair on the feet and toes to catch the sand when it's jumping. Number 3, why it has a large ears? Why? To hear the snakes when they are coming, even they were small. So it has a large ears to hear the snakes, even they were small. So number 1, long hind legs. Why? To jump for long distance. It has a hair on feet and toes to catch the sand when it's jumping. And it has a large ears to hear the snake, even they were small. Look here, it has a long hind legs to jump for a long distance. It also has a hair on the feet and toes to catch the sand, as we can see here. And it has a long ears to hear the snakes. Okay, how do all the parts of the jerboa body work together to avoid the danger? What is the danger? The snakes. So, how can it hear the snakes? Number 1, what is the sensory organ which is responsible for hearing? The ears. Super. So number 1, the sensory receptors on the ears, will take the message, which is the sound of the snake. Number one, sensory receptors of ear. Take the message and send it to the super, to the nerves, and the nerves to the spinal cord, and the spinal cord to the brain. So again, sensory receptors of ears hear the message and send it to the nerves, from nerves to the spinal cord, and from spinal cord to the brain. When the message go to the brain will translate it or understand what is this message, which is the sound of the snake, and responds it. What is the meaning of respond? It's make another message and send it to the legs, alerting the legs or send it to the legs, so the legs will start to run and the gerbil legs will start to jump to protect itself from the snake. Okay, how can the gerbil jump? It is jumping on a zigzag path. Zigzag path. What is the meaning of zigzag path? Means right and left. It is jumping on right and left. Right and left. Like that. Look into here. Yes, this is the gerbil jumping on a zigzag path on right and left. Right and left. So again, number one, the sensory receptors of ears hear the message, and the message go to the nerves, from the nerves to the spinal cord to the brain. The brain will translate the message and send another message to the legs, and the legs will start to jump on a zigzag path. What is the meaning of zigzag path? To left and right, right and left. Okay, here as we can see, the gerbil, when the gerbil hears the snake, it is jumping on less than 1 second from the snake. Like that, as we can see here, it is jumping very fast in less than 1 second. The time that the gerbil take to react the danger or to jump from the snakes is known as a reaction time. What is the meaning of reaction time? It is the time which take by any organism body to react with different stimuli. What is the meaning of stimuli? Anything happened on the environment, on the surrounding environment, is a stimuli. Like when you hear something, when you smell something, when you touch something, when you taste something, all of this is called stimuli. So the time which take by the organism body to react with the stimuli is called reaction time. It's called reaction time. So the time of the gerbil to jump from the snake is called reaction time. What is the reaction time? It is of the gerbil is less than 1 second. Again, what is the meaning of reaction time? The time taken by organism body to react with different stimuli. With you was Miss Noura Abdurrahman, and thank you for listening.